Good afternoon. I'm Dan Jennings, and this is your Dan-splaining for May 31st, 2019. This morning, the Attorney General, in an interview on CBS News, continued his quest to bamboozle the public, saying that everything is gauged by politics, and that's antithetical to the way the department runs and to our democracy. Mr. Barr, might I provide you with some examples of what actually might be considered antithetical to democracy? Violating Article 1, Section 9, Paragraph 8, Article 2, Section 1, Clause 7, and Article 2, Section 3 of the Constitution, antithetical to our democracy. Overriding 5 U.S. Code Section 3110 so the president's children can work for the government, antithetical to our democracy. Making your own definition of obstruction of justice to fit the narrative that the president needs to avoid indictment, as over 1,000 former federal prosecutors have said he should face, antithetical to our democracy. Leaking of classified information to Devin Nunes, antithetical to our democracy. Overriding Congress to sell weaponry to the country behind 9/11. Blocking and attempting to block former and current officials from testifying before Congress. Defiance of congressional subpoenas, antithetical to our democracy. Adding a citizen question to the census to better enforce the Voting Rights Act in a manner to make GOP gerrymandering easier, very antithetical to our democracy. Taking money from the NRA and voting against gun control laws that 85% of the country want, while trying to outlaw abortion because you are pro-life. Yeah, antithetical to our democracy. Inciting violence, witness intimidation of Michael Cohen and others, abuse of power in ordering the investigations of political enemies, violating the First, Fifth, and 14th Amendments, all antithetical to our democracy, Mr. Barr. Having the Grim Reaper as your Senate Majority Leader, whose stated purpose is to block any and all progressive bills passed out of the House, which is currently at over 100 bills. Also, that same Majority Leader claiming that the people should decide in order to stop a sitting president's legal appointment of a Supreme Court Justice, Merrick Garland, because it's the opposing party doing the appointing. But then turning around and saying, if it happens now, we'll definitely confirm him because his party's in the White House. Antithetical to our democracy. And now, saving the best for last, producing an uncalled for 19-page memo to audition to become the president's lead sycophant. Mr. Barr, this is what's antithetical to democracy. Not 2 text messages and justified legally obtained FISA warrants, no matter how much you and the president wish it to be so. For the Blue Wave Report, I'm Dan Jennings.
Don't just comment, act. Please subscribe to our channel.